couple immediate observations that I had. One, just a lot of assumptions that I had made about homeless people were immediately debunked. I met a person who was pursuing a doctorate degree as a homeless person. I met someone else, two women who were pregnant. I met someone who was a transplant from New Orleans after Hurricane Katrina, and the insurance companies didn't cover his costs, and so he kind of ended up in that situation of homelessness. But bright, intelligent, interesting people with really interesting and significant stories to tell. It was really hard to sleep outside because I was a little paranoid. Noise I heard, wondered if that was somebody coming up on me. And then there were loud noises, just like garbage trucks, like parked right next to you, and just made me think. Imagine that's if that was your bedroom and you're hearing that type of thing throughout the day, and then looking straight up into the sky and wondering what would happen if it rained or something. So, lots of things I don't normally think about when I go to sleep. How about you?
And I wasn't like too concerned. Like, of course, like some of the noises did like keep me up, but like once I got to sleep, like I was asleep, it was just like uncomfortable. Like there was like no possible way to like sleep on like the ground. Like he was on the sidewalk, he in the grassy area, but like it wasn't like real grass, and it was still like hard. Like there was like broken bottles and like trash, and so I had to like move that. And like the garbage truck like did wake me up this morning, and I wasn't thinking like what would I do if it like rained. I was just like thinking like, are we sleeping here again tomorrow? Like are we, you know, are we gonna go to a different location? You know, like
Yeah. So we're at a Steak and Shake where we kind of freshened up, washed our hands, brushed our teeth, stuff like that. And I'm just grateful that they didn't kick us out. I was wondering if that was going to happen when they saw a bunch of us go into the bathroom, which is again something I don't normally think about. So we'll see what the rest of the day holds.
Wherever you travel, let's say it that way, where people are traveling, if they cannot see you by way of those roads or those streets, you're in good shape. However, if your camp starts to grow, more tents, and then your visibility becomes compromised, because as people are driving, somebody just might look over, oh, are those tents over there? This is a problem, because the Good Samaritan then would think, I want to help the community, what can I do? So they'll go home and inadvertently call the Mayor's Action Hotline. There's some camps or some tents over there. Well, I just want to know if everything was all right. This is going to move in the wrong direction, because from the Mayor's Action Line, then it goes to the IMPD, and then IMPD logs it as a report, and now they got to go check out the situation. And what check out the situation means is you guys got to go because you have been spotted and seen.
So tonight we get to sleep in the good part under a covered pavilion in the park. Last night we couldn't be there because of the mini marathon, so we had to sleep in an alley. But tonight we get to sleep in a nicer place, so we're kind of excited about that. Good night. So it's Sunday. We made it. The homeless experience for 2 nights has come to an end for now, and we just were sharing about what we learned. A lot of big lessons, you know, but for me it was kind of interesting. I'm just being aware of the humanity that we share with other people, and the fact that people fall on hard times for a lot of different reasons, and yet in spite of that, are still people with worth and dignity and in need of help, and we really need to examine policies and laws that make it hard for folks to get back on their feet, and be part of, and I'm looking to be part of the solution, not a problem. So I have greater empathy now for my brothers and sisters who I see, sleeping on the sidewalk or in a pavilion, and definitely want to look to see how I can kind of help folks like that in that situation, kind of be in a different one and help them grow and find a place to belong, as Maurice always says. So that's my takeaway.
For me, I think the real takeaway here was in order to like love somebody fully, you need to get down to where they are. Because if you're just looking down on someone, you only see the top of their head. You don't see the full person. You see the tip of, all that they are and all that their needs are. And so I think that a lot of people, they have the right idea on how, they want to help and they want to be part of the solution, but I don't think that they've gone to the full extent of what they can do. So I appreciate Maurice and him going to that full extent, and not just standing behind a table and giving out food, which is always a great thing, but really getting like a really, really deep-rooted relationship with these people and understanding what the needs are and understanding the full situation. So, yeah.
It's not that we don't appreciate what we have, it's that we think that we'll never lose it.
Boom. What does that mean?
That's what it means.
It means what?
That's what it means.